Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, December 29th, 2014. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. A second day in the search for the missing Air Asia plane has proven fruitless today. Indonesia's top rescue official is saying that the commercial jet probably crashed into the sea. This was an Airbus A-320 that went down shortly after takeoff on its way to Singapore from Jakarta. Our early conjecture is that the plane is in the bottom of the sea, according to the head of Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency. There are 162 people on board. The last communication from the plane was a request from the co-pilot asking to move to a higher altitude because of very bad weather. That request was denied because there was another plane ahead of it. Meanwhile, Allianz, the big European insurer, is saying that it leads the Air Asia insurance policy, and it also is the leader for the all-risk insurance policy on Air Asia. Sources say that the policy limit on the hull of the Airbus is about $44 million, comprising a $37 million hull limit, plus about $6.5 million of additional value. It's also understood that JLT was the broker in the deal. On that significant burning ferry in the Adriatic Sea, in between Yugoslavia and Italy, all passengers have now been evacuated from the ferry. This was the Norman Atlantic. It was traveling between the Greek port of Piraeus and the Italian port of Ancona when the blaze broke out in the ferry's underground garage, if you will. There were apparently 50-foot waves in the ocean at the time, which made rescue very difficult. In the first 3 hours, about 150 people were able to escape by using lifeboats, but then the ferry lost power and the electronic arms were unable to function to lower the lifeboats, so the rest of the people needed to be taken off by Italian Coast Guard helicopters. There was very bad wind at the time, but everybody is now off the boat. Gard, the property and indemnity insurer, is the provider of coverage from the Norman Atlantic. The ship is owned by the Italian operator Vismar Trasporti. It was 186 meters in length, 7,800 ton deadweight. It was built in 2009. It's currently chartered by the Greek shipping firm ANEK Lines, A-N-E-K. There was a strong earthquake that struck the southern Philippines earlier today, frightening people but causing no serious damage. The USGS said that the quake measured 6.1 on the Richter scale, struck at a depth of about 23 miles. It was 127 miles northwest of Zamboanga City. A 1990 quake of 7.7 in the same area killed about 2,000 people. 5 senior citizens were killed and more than a dozen hospitalized when a fire ripped through the Wedgwood Senior Living Center in Castle Hills, Texas this morning near San Antonio. This was yesterday morning. This was a high-rise, multi-story retirement community that TV footage saw dozens of senior citizens being rescued off ledges by ladders and platform trucks. 5 people did die of smoke inhalation. Severe flooding in Malaysia and Thailand has killed at least 24 people already and forced the evacuation of more than 200,000 others. This is according to official data released yesterday. Northeastern Malaysia and southern Thailand are regularly hit by flooding this time of year, but the rain has been particularly heavy this year. 14 have been killed in Thailand and 10 have been killed in Malaysia. The Malaysian president was severely criticized for being photographed playing golf with President Obama in Hawaii earlier in the weekend when this was going on back at home. Chinese access to Google's email service has been blocked, apparently, by the government. The data from Google's transparency report shows online traffic from China to Gmail fell precipitously on Friday and dropped to nearly zero on Saturday. There was a tiny pickup earlier today. Google says that there's nothing technically wrong on our end. Calls to the Chinese government's Internet Information Office were unanswered. I guess we know what that means. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. We hope everybody had a pleasant holiday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.